Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another mukbang. Today I'm eating something that I've never had before, which is a turkey leg. I made it in the air fryer, and I also made some cream corn and some honey garlic glazed carrots in the oven. I'm so excited to eat this. Cream corn I've had before. I've made multiple times. It's supposed to be like a copycat recipe of Rudy's. If you've ever had Rudy's like barbecue, it's supposed to be their copycat recipe. I think it's pretty good, although I haven't had Rudy's in a few years. But I'm really, really excited. I'll link all the recipes for this down below. None of them are mine personally. They're just ones that I found on Pinterest or something. I actually want to try to start with the carrots and see if I like them. Oh, I do like them. Can definitely taste the garlic and honey in them. Look at this. Look at that turkey leg. Okay, let's take a bite. It's so hot, it's steamy, but it's so tender. And juicy. The cream corn was made in the air fryer, or not in the air fryer, in the crock pot. So everything was like came out perfect timing together because they were all cooked in separate things. This is really hard. Oh my God, it's kind of hot though. Let me let it cool down for a little bit. It's messy too. Let's eat some of the cream corn. It's probably my favorite part. Yeah, I cut and dyed my hair. I'm starving. Like always, kombucha. Got the pineapple spirulina today. Look at that. And probably gonna wonder what I did for Halloween. On actual Halloween, I did absolutely nothing. But the weekend before, both Friday and Saturday night, I went out with my friend Shavin to clubs. The first night we went to a club called Brass Monkey that we've been there before. That was fun. Met some cool people. And then the following night, Saturday night, we went out to a club called Bonham Exchange. Now, I've been there before. I had been there before, but it'd been like a decade ago, back when I was in tech school. Because if you didn't know, this is my second time living in this city. The first time I lived in it was just for training for the military. That skin is nice and crispy. And we had so much fun both nights. And there's a few movies and stuff that I want to talk about. I'm not sure if I'll get it all into this video. And shows. Speaking of, that brand new show on Netflix, From Scratch, left me heartbroken. Left me so heartbroken. And now, I've never really talked about it on here before, but there's a man that I was in love with in my younger 20s that passed away. And let me tell you, I can't even imagine spending years with somebody and having them pass away. So my heart was, I was like sobbing. I was sobbing downstairs in the living room watching it. And Cheeto comes running down the stairs and comes and cuddles me, like, to comfort me. It was the most adorable thing ever. I love him so much. He's probably like, Mom, why are you crying? Which I cry to like every show, but I don't sob like that. Cream corn. Do you hear that crispiness when I bite into it? From the skin? It's really good. And there's a glaze that goes on top of this. I made extra, just because I knew I would like it a lot. Everything was really simple to make, though. Let's go through. Oh, I did finish a book since the last time I filmed, because it's been a couple of weeks. The reason why I hadn't uploaded, before I get back to the book, the reason why I hadn't uploaded is because I had my friend Sarah here, and we had planned to film. We had planned to film together, but then we were just too busy hanging out. She was only here for like 4 or 5 days. And we had our baby here, so it would have just been too difficult. Also, right after she left, I got sick. I had like a cold. I had like a stuffy nose and a really sore throat. And I still kind of have a cough, but for the most part, I'm fine. The book that I finished reading was called You Slay Me by Katie McAllister. Sorry if this gets messy, guys. And that book has a couple of smut stuff in it. But it's the first one, and I think it's a long series. I already have the second one that I'm going to start reading after this other book that I'm reading right now. But I also watched the Marvel movie on Netflix. It's also new this year, which surprisingly I don't normally watch stuff that right when it comes out, but it seems to be the only stuff that's been interesting me lately. I mean, it's called I'm like sweating because it's so hot. It's called Morbius, and if you like vampire stuff, definitely watch it, because it's like kind of like a scientifically created vampire. I think it's not considered like a superhero movie, but it's considered like an anti-hero. I don't really know what that means, but I liked it. And I think it was Jared Leto that was the main character, and I really like him. He's attractive. And after that, I watched the movie Choose or Die. If you've ever watched Sex Education, the main character, Otis, it's that same actor. He plays not the main character, but he plays like the main character's friend in it. And it's really cool because it's kind of like based on a video game that was kind of lost, and then somehow it able to like translate into real life. It's really crazy. Little graphic, some of it, but it's good. Let's try to finish this turkey leg. There's so many bones in it, it's hard to get off. That glazed is so good. Do you guys like turkey legs? I saw them being like, not really like advertised, but like featured on the HEB app. And I was like, you know what? I've never had one. And I was like, I bet, because I like chicken wings in air fryer, I bet it'd be really good in the air fryer. So then I found a recipe, and I was right. They're so good. I have leftovers too for tomorrow. I don't like cartilage pieces though, so that's what I'm picking off. And then I watched a movie that was really, it was also sad, and it was also kind of triggering if you've ever had experience with certain things. I don't want to say too much because it'll kind of give it away. But just be forewarned if there's like mental health stuff and PTSD from certain things that happen in people's lives. I got triggered from some of it. But I'm fine with triggers because I use shows and TVs and stuff like that, or TV shows and movies, as kind of like a way to heal or like get through it and like think about my own stuff that I've done. That's why I watch so much of it, I feel like. I'm surprised I ate it all. Not completely all, because there's pieces that are just too hard wrapped around bone and stuff. But it's called Luckiest Girl Alive. I'm pretty sure it was after a book. That Mila Kunis is the main character. She's the actress that plays the main character. And I really liked it. I bet the book is even better, though, if it is a book. But I think I remember seeing the cover of it a lot. This glaze on this piece. But it's all bony that I'm sad. So yeah. It's like a white rose or something. I kind of already want to eat the other one, but I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it. So I probably won't. Carrots are good. Not sure that I'd make them again. But I just had them left over from something else previously. And I was like, you know what? Let me just find a recipe and I'll put it with this meal. But how was everybody else's Halloween? And what did you dress up as if you did dress up? Also, watched a movie. I thought it was going to be more lighthearted than it was, for sure. But the actor, Matt Bomer, I believe that's how you say it. He's in Murder House season, which is the first season of American Horror Story. And I think he's in other ones too. He plays the main character in White Collar. I think it's the same actor. I think it is. But he's in it, and the guy that plays Sheldon in The Big Bang Theory, which I've never watched that show, I just know some of the characters. They're both in it, and some other characters, or some other actors that you might recognize. Oh, and if you ever watched the show Heroes, he was also in Murder House, too. He plays Skylar or something. He plays, like, the villain in season 1 of Heroes. But I love them all as actors. And I thought that it was going to be, like, really... I mean, it is really good. It still definitely is a really good movie. But I thought it was going to be a completely different vibe than what it is. Even when I read the description, it, like, didn't sound like what it was. It turned out to be. But it's called The Boys in the Band. And it's, like, a bunch of gay friends that all come together for a birthday. It just gets dark. And talks a lot about shame. I just think there's so much shame in being human. Obviously, yes, homosexuality has a ton of shame surrounding it, but just even being human, certain things, wants, needs, desires, there's so much shame in being humans that if shame didn't exist, it would be, I don't know, things would be so different, right? We would all feel like we could be ourselves. Coughed on a piece of pepper. Yeah, that's pretty much done for. So good. And then I'll talk about one more movie. It's a Tyler Perry movie, and I don't know how many years ago it came out, but it's definitely been out for a few years. And while I was watching it, I texted my mom and was like, you need to watch this, because my mom was a single mom growing up and raised us basically completely on her own, me and my two sisters. It's called The Single Moms Club, and she had already seen it when I texted her, and she's like, I've already seen it and I love it. And apparently she loves like Tyler Perry stuff, which I didn't know. So yeah, it's very good. I thought it was very funny and but still, like, I don't know, just a good show for people to watch and to get an understanding of what single moms go through and have to deal with. And yeah. Ow, I feel like I got something in my eye. Well, maybe I do kind of have time for another one. The new show, it only has, well, by the time this one goes up, it should have 4 episodes, but I've only watched the first 3 episodes of it. It's a new Amazon Prime original. I think Chloe Grace Moretz, is that how you say it? I know I've seen her in other stuff, but I can't even think. Oh, she played in the newer Carrie, the main character. She's definitely played in other stuff too. I just can't remember. But she's the main character, and it's called The Peripheral, and it's set like far in the future. Well, there's 2 different timelines that we kind of follow, but one of the timelines is really, really far in the future. And it's so good. I mean, I love the whole concept of like VR games and stuff like that, which is funny to me because I can't even play VR games. We have an Oculus, and I've put it on, and I have to sit down. Otherwise, I feel sick. Like, it makes me... I'm already an anxious person as it is, but it makes me anxious that I can't see what's really going on around me, and I'm just stuck in this headset. So for me, I don't like the feeling of it, but I like the concept of it, right? I think it's really cool that those things exist. But anyways, this is like a way advanced version of it, and that's kind of what it centers around, and like future, I think, trying to like save a society or something. But you guys should definitely check out all of the things I suggest. You can always chat with me about them. If you guys ever get tired of hearing me talk about just shows and movies and books, let me know. I can also tell stories about my life too. Or if you have any questions about some of the few things that I have mentioned in the past, you want me to go into more detail about what's happened to me in my life, I definitely don't mind. I'm an open book. It's just sometimes I get really nervous to talk about some of the things that I have been through, because I don't want to seem like I want somebody to pity me or feel sorry for me, because that by no means, I don't even feel sorry for myself. They're just things that have shaped the way that I look at life, and I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything that's happened in my life, but I've had some crazy stuff happen. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this. I can't believe I finished all my food again. It's really good whenever I finish all my food, especially when it's homemade. But Let me know if you guys have any books, movies, or TV show recommendations down in the comments. Let me know whatever else you want in the comments. If this is your first time seeing me, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here on a regular basis. And I love you all so much. Give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you on the next one. Bye! All right, here's the before belly from the turkey legs. And this is the after belly. So full, it was so delicious.